Okay, students, we're going to speak about predetermined rates, where we're going to do activity 1. In the previous video, we spoke about activity 2, where I did it for you. So we're now going to focus on activity 1, where we're going to calculate a predetermined rate using all 7 different bases. The cost accountant of boner manufacturers estimated the following for the financial year. So everything here is budgeted, but there's a slight difference. Here they give you the budgeted material cost for 1 unit. They give you the budgeted labor cost per unit. They give you the budgeted labor hours per unit. And they give you the budgeted machine hours. So what you need to do, you need to say first 38,000 times 85 Rand, then 38,000 times 145 Rand, 38,000 times 6 hours, and 38,000 times 3 hours. Now, they say calculate the overhead application rate using labor hours as a base. So what step are they asking you? They're asking you to do step 2, but they didn't use the word predetermined rate. They used the word overhead application rate. So these are the answers, which I'm going to forward to you. So they say calculate a predetermined rate using labor hours as the base. So what am I going to do? I'm going to say budgeted overheads over budgeted labor hours. My budgeted overheads was 320,000. Now remember, they gave you labor hours per unit. So I'm first going to say 38,000 times 6. So there's my 320 divided it by 228,000 gives me 1 Rand 40. This is my predetermined rate, in this case, overhead application rate. In 1.12, the same thing, they say calculate the overhead application rate using labor cost as a base. But remember, they gave you labor cost per unit. So what do? We take budgeted overheads. First, we're going to write down our formula, budgeted overheads over budgeted labor cost times 100 over 1. So there's my 320,000 divided by 5,510,000 times 100 over 1. And there is my predetermined rate, also known as overhead application rate. In 1.13, you must calculate the overhead application rate using units as the base. So here is budgeted overheads divided by budgeted units, 320,000 divided by 38,000, and there is my predetermined rate. In 1.14, you must calculate the overhead application rate using direct material as a base. And like I said, they gave you direct material cost per unit. So you have to multiply it with 38,000. So it's budgeted overheads over budgeted direct material cost times 100 over 1. Now, 38,000 times 85 gives you budgeted material cost of 3,230,000. So it's 320,000 divided by 3,230,000 times 100 over 1. There is 9.90%. Then in 1.15, they say calculate overhead application rate using machine hours as a base. Now remember, they gave you machine hours per unit. So you multiply it first with 38,000. So it's budgeted overheads over budgeted machine hours, 320,000. So you first work out the budgeted machine hours for all the units, which is 114,000. And there's my answer of 2 Rand and 80. In 1.16, they say calculate the overhead application rate using prime cost as the base. As budgeted MOH over budgeted prime cost times 100 over 1. Now they gave you labor cost per item, so you take it times 38,000. That's my budgeted labor cost. My budgeted material cost is 85 times 38,000. There's my budgeted material cost for all the items. So you take 320,000 divided by 8,740,000. If you add these two items, these two amounts, it gives you 8,740,000. And there's my predetermined rate using prime cost as a base. In 1.17, they say combination. That means when you see this, that means they want you to work out two predetermined rates using machine hours as the base and labor hours as the base. That 60% and 40% affects this 320,000. So we're going to work out a predetermined rate, first using machine hours as a base and then labor hours. So if you use machine hours as the base, it's budgeted overheads over budgeted machine hours. The budgeted MOH was 320,000. So in this case, you only use 60%, which is 192,000. You take 192,000 divided by 114. There's your predetermined rate. You're going to work out another predetermined rate, this time using labor hours as the base. So budgeted MOH over budgeted labor hours. The budgeted MOH was 320, but you're only going to use 40% of it, which is 128 divided by the full machine hours of 228,000. And there is my predetermined rate. So that is the video, and I will post all of this on the various platforms for you. Thank you.